Ludwig van Beethoven, a name synonymous with musical genius. His symphonies stir the soul, his sonatas ignite the imagination. But behind the soaring melodies and dramatic crescendos lies a story of immense struggle. Beethoven, the master of sound, battled a terrible secret: he was going deaf. This is the story of his unseen enemy and his extraordinary triumph over adversity. Imagine a world slowly fading to silence, the laughter of friends, the chirping of birds, the gentle whisper of the wind, all slowly disappearing. This was Beethoven's reality. His hearing loss began in his late 20s, a whisper at first, then a roar. It robbed him of the very sense he relied on to create. The world saw a confident maestro conducting orchestras and captivating audiences. But behind the facade, Beethoven hid his growing panic. He was terrified of his secret being exposed, fearful of losing his livelihood, his passion, his identity. He withdrew from society, seeking solace in his music, the one world where the silence couldn't touch him. Beethoven's hearing loss, a cruel twist of fate, remains a mystery even today. Some speculate it was caused by typhus, others point to lead poisoning. Whatever the cause, the effect was devastating. The man who once reveled in sound was haunted by a constant ringing in his ears, a torment that never ceased. Imagine the frustration, the despair of being unable to hear your own creations. Beethoven's notebooks from this period are filled with scratched-out passages, frantic revisions, a testament to his struggle. He would often compose with his head pressed against the piano, trying to feel the vibrations of the music he could no longer hear. The world of music, once a source of joy, became a battlefield. Beethoven, the warrior, refused to surrender. He experimented with different tunings, pushing the boundaries of composition, trying to stay ahead of the encroaching silence. His music took on a new intensity, a raw, visceral power that reflected his inner turmoil. The early 19th century offered few solutions for hearing loss. Undeterred, Beethoven sought help from a string of doctors, each promising a cure, each failing to deliver. He endured painful ear trumpets, useless herbal remedies, even electric shocks, all in a desperate attempt to regain his hearing. One can only imagine the frustration, the growing desperation as each treatment failed. Beethoven, a proud man, was forced to confront his own mortality. He withdrew further into himself, his temper growing shorter, his moods more erratic. Yet, even in his darkest hours, Beethoven clung to hope. He poured his anguish into his music, using it as an outlet for his pain, a testament to his resilience. He wrote some of his most celebrated works during this period, his deafness becoming an unexpected muse. In 1802, Beethoven retreated to the quiet village of Heiligenstadt, seeking refuge from the noise and crowds of Vienna. It was here, in a moment of utter despair, that he penned what is now known as the Heiligenstadt Testament. This letter, addressed to his brothers, is a heart-wrenching confession of his suffering and his contemplation of suicide. "O you men who think or say that I am malevolent, stubborn or misanthropic, how greatly do you wrong me," he wrote. He explained his deafness, his shame, his inability to engage with the world as he once did. He spoke of his art, his only solace, the force that kept him tethered to life. The Heiligenstadt Testament is a powerful document, a raw and honest portrayal of a man grappling with unimaginable loss. Yet, it is not a letter of surrender. In its final lines, Beethoven resolves to defy his fate, to embrace his deafness and find a new way to create. The Heiligenstadt Testament marked a turning point. Beethoven, having stared into the abyss, emerged with a renewed sense of purpose. He would no longer hide his deafness, but embrace it, transcend it. His music became his voice, his way of communicating with the world that could no longer hear him. His compositions from this period are infused with a new depth of emotion, a raw power that resonated with audiences. The Fifth Symphony, with its iconic opening motif, is a testament to Beethoven's defiance, his will to overcome adversity. The Ninth Symphony, with its ode to joy, is a celebration of the human spirit, a call for universal brotherhood. Beethoven, once a composer for the elite, became a composer for the masses. His music transcended social barriers, speaking to something deep within the human soul. He showed the world that even in silence there is music. Even in darkness there is light. Beethoven died in 1827 at the age of 56. He left behind a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge us today. His music, born out of struggle and adversity, is a testament to the human spirit's ability to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Beethoven's story is a reminder that limitations can be sources of strength, that our greatest challenges can lead to our greatest triumphs. He taught us that music is not just about hearing, it's about feeling. It's about the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. It's about the power of art to transcend boundaries and touch the soul. And so, the symphony of silence that threatened to consume Beethoven became his greatest triumph. He transformed his pain into beauty, his silence into sound, and in doing so, he left an indelible mark on the world, a legacy that will continue to resonate for generations to come. Please like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.